Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's topic, I'll be answering the questions that many people are always asking. Can I get pregnant while I'm still seeing my menstrual period? Can I get pregnant when I'm still bleeding? So all of that, we'll be answering it in today's topic. So stay tuned. My name is Nay Yvonne. If this is your first time watching me, what are you waiting for? Please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell, so if I drop a new video, definitely you'll be the first to see. Welcome guys. So like I said, in today's topic we'll be answering those questions that people are always asking. Can I get pregnant while I'm still bleeding? Can I get pregnant during my menstrual period? So you have to understand, before I get into this topic, you have to know how to calculate your menstrual cycle, and you also need to know how to calculate your ovulation period. If those ones you don't know, I'll be dropping a link below how you can use to calculate your menstrual cycle, because a lot of people, they make mistakes on how to calculate their exact menstrual cycle. So I'll be dropping a link below for you to check that. And also you have to know how to calculate your ovulation period. So that being said and done, if you know how to calculate your menstrual cycle, you know how to calculate your ovulation period, let's answer that question. Can I get pregnant while I am still bleeding? Let's go. So for this topic, I'll be taking a 21-day menstrual period. Normally a woman menstrual period is between 21 days to 35 days. You'll hardly have someone having a menstrual cycle of more than 35 and less than 21. So most of the times, for people who can get pregnant while they are still bleeding, they are those with a menstrual cycle of like 21 days, 22, 23, 24 days menstrual cycle. But for those individuals that have a longer length of menstrual cycle, like from 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 to 35, their chances of getting pregnant while they are still bleeding, it's very slim. So most of the times, the people who can get pregnant while they are still bleeding, they are those with a lower menstrual cycle length. So I'll be showing you, and the first example I'll be taking will be for that with a 21 days menstrual cycle. So let's go. Yes guys, so this is my calendar. Let me say, for example, this is the month of January. So in this one, we'll be calculating a 21 days menstrual cycle. That is menstrual cycle of 21 days. So for you, let me say this person had a menstrual cycle of 21 days. We need to know the ovulation day. How do we calculate the ovulation day? Watch my previous video of how to calculate if you don't really understand. In this video, I will not be explaining that briefly. So for you to calculate that, you have to take 21 days minus 14, which will give you 7. So this 7 is the ovulation day. This 7 will be your ovulation day. So let's go guys, let's put in our menstrual cycle in this our January calendar. So let's say, for example, this person started bleeding on day 3. So day 3 is the number 1 day of the menstrual cycle, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we will end at day 23, because day 21 is the end of this person's menstrual cycle. Remember, we are calculating for a 21 days menstrual cycle. So and this person, it's ovulating on day 7. So when is day 7 on this person's menstrual cycle? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on day 9 on our calendar, which is on day 7 of the person's menstrual cycle, this person will be ovulating. So this day 7, this day marks the day this person will be ovulating. So this will be the ovulation day. Ovulation day. So this is the ovulation day of this individual of a 21 days menstrual cycle. But before the ovulation day, you know, at times the egg might not be released exactly on this day 7 on day 9 of this person's menstrual cycle. There are times that the egg might be released 2 days before the predicted ovulation day, and maybe 2 days after the predicted ovulation day. So in this instance, we have to cycle 2 more extra days, which is you have day 8 and day 7, and 2 days in front, which is day 10 and day 9. This is the predicted ovulation day, which is day 7. I think I made it already. This one is the predicted ovulation day, which is on day 7 of the person's menstrual cycle. But at times the egg might be released 2 days before, which is 1, 2, and maybe 2 days after. This is 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are your most fertile days of your fertile window. So how do you calculate the start of the fertile window and also the end of this person's fertile window? So let's get into it. The start of the fertile window, you have to take this 7, which is the ovulation day. So here you take 7, you count, you add 4 days backward. So 7, 4 days, you add 4 days backward will give you the start of this person's fertile window. So this is the ovulation day, which is day 9 of our calendar. So you add 4 days backward, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the start of this person's fertile window will start on day 3, which is on day 5 of our calendar. So this is the start. This one will mark the start of the person's fertile window. And how do you calculate the end of this person's fertile window? You still take this same 7. You take 7, which is the ovulation day. You take 7, you add plus 5 days in front. 5 days. So you take 7, which is the ovulation day. This is day 7, which is the ovulation day. You add 5 days in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one on day 12 will be the end of this person's fertile window. So it will be the end of the person's fertile window. So normally from this day 5 on our calendar right through to day 14 of our calendar, this person is fertile. In case this person has sexual intercourse within this period, this fertile day, definitely there is a high chance that person might become pregnant. But the predicted day in which our egg will be released will either be on day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11. So these 5 days are the most fertile days of this your fertile window. And from this day 15 coming right through till day 23, this person is not fertile, yes. And from day 3 to day 4, this person also is not fertile. But as from day 5 to day 14, this person is fertile. So these are the things you have to take note, okay? And so now we will go into the part like, can I get pregnant while I am still bleeding? I'm going to be explaining that. First of all, you know, as a woman, most of the times, most ladies will bleed for a period from 2 to 7 days. Some people, I'm going to be explaining it here. So most people will bleed within 2 to 7 days, but that doesn't mean you cannot have someone who is bleeding just for 1 day. But most of the times when that happens, maybe it's due to an underlying condition. So you have to check with your doctor to know if you are actually okay. And most of the times you will hardly find people bleeding for more than 7 days. But majority of people will bleed within an interval of 3 to 4 days. Usually within this range. So let's take for example this our person having this 21 days menstrual cycle is bleeding for a period of 4 days. 4 days, right? So this is it. This person started the menstrual period on day 1. This day 1 is the first day the person started bleeding. So day 1 is the first day the person started bleeding, and this person is bleeding for 4 days. So you have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So when the person is already on day 4, which is the day in which the person is going to stop bleeding, you see that this person is already fertile. So in this situation now, if this person has sex on day 5, there is a high chance that this person is going to get pregnant, because this is already the start of the fertile window. From this day, this person is already fertile. So let's take for example this person bleeded just for, let me say the person is bleeding for 7 days. Let's take an instant of 7 days. This person is bleeding for 7 days. So the person started bleeding day 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you see that the end, when the person will stop bleeding, which is day 7, that person is already on the ovulation day, which is the most fertile day. So in case this person dare have sex while they are still bleeding, definitely there's 100% chance this person will get pregnant, because this is already the peaks of the ovulation. This is the most predicted ovulation day. So in case that person have sex on day 8, that person is going to get pregnant. The person have sex on day 9, that is already the predicted ovulation day that the egg is supposed to be released. So definitely the person might get pregnant. So those are the things you need to know. So when you ask the question, can I get pregnant while I'm still bleeding? First thing you need to know is the length of your menstrual cycle. What is the length of your menstrual cycle? If the length of your menstrual cycle is very short, like if you have a 21 days, 22, 23, 24, there is a high chance that while you are still bleeding and you have sex, there is a high chance you are definitely going to be pregnant, because while you are still bleeding, you will already be in your fertile window, which having sex during that period would definitely lead to pregnancy. So I'm going to be taking an example of a 35 days menstrual cycle, so you can see the difference between a 21 days and a 35 days. For a 35 days menstrual cycle, it will be very difficult for this person to get pregnant while the person is still bleeding. So let's go. I'm going to be showing you here. So in this one, we'll be calculating for a 35 days menstrual cycle. So this is our 35 days menstrual cycle. Let's go. Let's start counting. So let's take, for example, this person having a 35 days menstrual cycle started bleeding on the 2nd of this calendar. So this person started, this is day 1, this is day 2, day 3, day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this is day 30. This calendar of January is finished. So now we are now going to February, which is the 2nd month. So from 30 we continue 31, continuing in the next month. So 31, we have 32, we have 33 here, we have 34, 35. So this is the end of the menstrual cycle. Remember, we are calculating for a 35 days menstrual cycle. So this person started bleeding on day 1 and ended on day 35. So that's how you calculate. And one thing I forgot to explain, how do you know the length of your menstrual cycle? How do you count it? For you to count it, your menstrual cycle starts from the first day you start bleeding. So you start the first day you started bleeding and you end the day before you start bleeding. So in the case of this 35 days menstrual cycle, it's showing this person started bleeding back on the 6th. So that's why we have to end the day before the next bleeding starts. That's how you calculate the length of your menstrual cycle. So let's go, guys. Okay, so for us to calculate our ovulation from this 35 days menstrual cycle, what do? Here we come, we take 35 minus 14. We always subtract by 14. So 35 minus 14 will give us 21. This 21 will be our predicted ovulation day. So our predicted ovulation will occur on day 21. So let's check our day 21 on this our calendar. So this person started bleeding day 1, 1, 2, 3, going right through. This is our day 21. So here, this day 21 falls on day 22 of our calendar. So on this day, this person will be ovulating. So this is our predicted ovulation. So, but like I said before, our egg can be released 2 days before, and at times it might be released 2 days after our predicted ovulation day. So what do? We have to circle 2 days before our predicted ovulation day and 2 days after our predicted ovulation day. So within these 5 days, these are the precise days that our egg might be released. Our egg might either be released on day 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, but the predict day is this day 22. This is the predicted ovulation day, which is day 22 on our calendar, and it marks day 21 of this person's menstrual cycle. So how do we calculate the start of our fertile window and the end of our fertile window? For us to calculate the start of our fertile window, you take 21, you add 4 days backward. This will give you the start of our fertile window. So this is our day 21, which is the day in which our egg is being released. So we count 4 days backward. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on day 17 of this person's menstrual cycle is the start day of ovulation. And how do we calculate the end day of ovulation? You take 21, you add plus 5 days forward. So this is our day 21, which is ovulation day. We add 5 days in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our end day will be on day 27. End day of our fertile window will be on day 27. So this is how we do it. So from day 18 on our calendar right through to day 27 of our calendar, this person is in, this is the period when this person is fertile, which happens to be day 17 of this person's menstrual cycle right through to day 26 of this person's menstrual cycle. So if this person has sex within this fertile window, definitely there is a high chance this person will be pregnant. And within this fertile window, the most fertile days in this window are the days where the egg is predicted to be released, which is from day 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So that's what you need to know. And at the end of the fertile window, from day 28 right through to day 5 of the next month, this person is safe. So these are the safe days. Right through coming to this day, this person is safe. And also from the start of the person's menstrual cycle coming right through to day 17, this person is also safe. So the fertile window only starts from day 18 and ends on day 27. Those are the things you need to know. So now let's answer the question, can this person with the 35 days get pregnant while this person is still bleeding? Come on guys, let's answer this question. Normally an individual bleed within a period of 2 to 7 days. So let's take for example, this person was bleeding for 5 days. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So this person stopped bleeding on day 5. So there is no chance this person can get pregnant while the person is still bleeding, because this is the start of the person's fertile window. So you see, in the situation of a 35 days menstrual cycle, it's not possible. If the person is still bleeding, there is no chance this person can get pregnant while the person is still bleeding. Let's take for example, this person is bleeding for 7 days. 7 days. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. This is day 7. So if this person has sex while the person is still bleeding, there is no chance this person can get pregnant, because look, we still have many days before the start of the person's fertile window. So in this situation, it's not possible. So the longer the length of your menstrual cycle, the chance of you getting pregnant while you are still bleeding, it's not possible. But if you have a very short menstrual cycle, there is a high chance you can get pregnant while you are still bleeding. So let's even take for example, this person bleeded for more than 7 days. Let's just say in an abnormal situation, the person bleeded for 10 days. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will see, if this person had sex while this person was bleeding within these 10 days, there is no chance this person will still be pregnant, because the start of the person's fertile window is starting on day 18. So I hope with these 2 examples I've given, I've been able to answer that question. Can I get pregnant while I'm still bleeding? So for you to be able to know that, you need to know a mastery of the length of your menstrual cycle. You also need to know when you are ovulating. Okay, so if you have been watching without subscribing, what are you waiting for? If you find this topic very interesting, please click on the subscription button, turn on your notification bell, so in case if I drop a very interesting topic in the future, definitely you will be the first to see. I love you all. Ciao.